Goal Educations. Today I'll be launching another unique and very useful backend framework that will help you to detach from paying subscriptions and all those things that related to a service that's fully run by a third party. So to avoid that, I'm going to teach you what is known as the Spring Boot. It will help you to encompass the complete backend that you need to do anything related to a backend. Because if you recall the course that I started on Flutter, this will run in parallel with Flutter. And the reason I launched this is because you need to start thinking about what type of backend you're going to use for your mobile developments. There is the Google one, which is the Firebase, which is good to get you started to launch rapidly a mobile application. But in the future, if you decided to do a full-blown and you wanted to handle your own API calls and also pay less subscription to a third party, then it's always best to have your own built backend, because you can control the full backend side of it, and you can manipulate your backend the way you want it. As you develop, as you grow your knowledge, you will actually have ways to optimize it and to enhance the security of it. Secondly, is because we want a backend that has built-in security and that is well tested. So the only thing I can think about of proposing it is the Spring Boot, because it comes with Spring security, which has already been tested by enterprises, and so many communities are testing it and using it. All the corporates you see, banks, all the major companies are using Java and Java Spring Boot in the back end. And it's having that type of knowledge, it will benefit you in the long run. So without further ado, you will learn how to build Java application with Spring Boot and then Hibernate. Then you can decide to use different database. Hibernate uses the memory to store data, which is just for testing purposes. But we will shift to MySQL afterwards, and we will try to store our data there. So what we're going to learn, first of all, you will gain the following skills by doing this bootcamp or this course. So you will learn how to build Spring applications. You will learn how to use Hibernate JPI seamlessly with the database integrations. You will develop a RESTful API with the Spring Boot. You will build a Spring MVC application using the Spring Boot. You will integrate Spring Boot application with database to perform CRUD operations. You will finally, we get to the crucial point, or the most important things why I started this course, or this parallel learning with Flutter and Spring Boot, is to connect ultimately our mobile application that we're developing on the other course with this Spring Boot. So at the end, I will create an integration that focuses what we learn, the two parallels. So I will create another course will help you to integrate with Flutter and Spring Boot. Of course, I will show you how to do it from this parallel learning, but if you want a separate video, then you can watch that in more details. And not last but not least is is the implementing Spring Security to manage access control. So we need to have a security in mind when we're designing the backend, and Spring Security it does that for us. It gives us the power to secure our application, our backend. And finally, we will work with Java configurations and Maven without rely on XML, because XML is there, it is used by legacies once, but of course you need to have some familiarity of XML, because you might come across in the future application that is using it. So it's good to have understanding XML. Hopefully I will cover it, the aspect of it, but not in details. So at the end, we have a fully integrated application, the backend being Spring Boot, and the front mobile application, the front mobile app being Flutter. So with this integration, you can continue to grow your applications, you can deploy it rapidly, you can scale it as fast as you want. So, and you have full control of the changes that you're going to make. So I hope this will give you a good idea why I started this course, because we need a backend, and a backend that is we have full control of it is very important. And also running it in parallel with the Flutter course that I'm doing on the other side. By having to watch, if I delay one video, then you have the ability to learn. So it's another methodology I'm trying to deploy. I have been teaching almost 7 years. Now it's coming down to 8 years. So having that experience of doing parallel learning will help you to continue your motivation. And at the end of this parallel courses, you will have 2 skills that will get you a job at the end of it. If you actually learn the contents and you understood what I have taught in these courses, then you will have a great reward. And I guarantee you, if you do this with sincerely, you will land a good job. Thank you for listening, and please do subscribe if you want to follow the video that I will be posting every week. Take care. Bye.